Welcome back to geometry. This is still unit 1 and this is the 1.3 notes. This is video 2 of 4. So now we're going to talk about the intersection of certain figures. An intersection meaning where these things run into each other. Think football. If somebody intercepts a pass, it's where the defense catches the ball in that exact moment. It's an interception. Hence, intersection is where things run into each other. You can think about streets intersecting. The intersection of two roads is where they hit each other. Okay, so two facts you need to know. When two lines intersect, they intersect at most at one point. And when two planes intersect, two flat surfaces, when they run into each other, they run into each other at most at one line. If you want a visual of two planes running into each other, just look in the corner of the room you're in, and where two walls meet, there is an edge there which creates a line. So below at the bottom down here we have a rectangular prism, and we're going to talk about where certain things intersect. Good skill to have in geometry when you have a figure in front of you. If you ever want to get a good visual of something, copy the things that you see. Like for part A, it says, where does line ZW and line WA intersect? So if I want to know where they run into each other, I could copy over line ZW. I could copy over line WA. And I could physically see where these two run into each other, and it looks like they're running into each other at point W. And again, based off of this statement up here, we know that we have two lines, and lines intersect at points. Let's move on to the next set of figures. So we have line XB, which looks like it's located right here, and we have plane WZY. So if we're looking at points W and Z and Y, that creates 3 points on this top flat surface. So envisioning a line traveling up and down, that's the line right here. Where would it go through the ceiling of your room? It would go through the ceiling of your room at this specific point right here, and that would be point X, would be the intersection. Sometimes lines and planes have a whole line of intersection. Like let's say maybe the line that I wanted to know that intersected that top plane was right on the plane. Maybe the whole line's the intersection. Let's say I wanted you to look down here for a point of intersection between the top plane and this line down here. Well, they don't run into each other, so it's possible there is no intersection, or that would be called the null set, a circle with a line through it. Okay, so let's look at now part C. So now we have two lines again. So two lines are going to intersect at most at one point. It's possible the lines don't intersect. They could be skewed. They could be parallel, which we'll talk about shortly. But let's look at the two lines. We have line CB right over here, and we have line XY. Notice how we're on the top of the figure, the bottom of the figure. They're traveling in the same direction. They do not intersect, hence the null set. Or you could just write no intersection or don't intersect. All of those would be totally fine. And then lastly, we have two planes. So we have plane ZYC, which is this back surface of this box. And I'll use a different color. We have plane BXY. So over here we have BX, B, and Y. So now we're looking at this side flat surface. And where I'm looking where those two both intersect would be this edge right here. This back corner of the room is where both of these intersect. And we have two planes. They intersect at a line, which means that we need to name the intersection using a line. So this would be line YC. Also, the order when you're naming lines is completely irrelevant. So I could have placed C first and then Y second. I could write CY with the line symbol over top. I'm still representing the exact same line. And that concludes video 2 of 4.